you're joining in too. So this is our main hidden in that cabinet over there. I've noticed another company doing that recently. I think everyone thought I was having a breakdown. We learned all about her. She feels like I feel there was not enough massive gap in the market. He's rebelling against all my cuteness, which I know I've spoken about on here before. These flavours, and if I do that I might fall off this thing. Maybe when I was much younger, I was like, oh, look at you, look at this. So watch next week's vlog to see. Good morning. I've just got back from my playgroup, but I wanted to show you my outfit because I've got on this beautiful green dress. So this is a Hobbs number. I absolutely love it. It's just really easy to wear. Let me turn my necklace around. This is, I can't remember how you say this. I'll try and link it below. The necklace, Mimo, something M, but it's like the Barbie necklace. So I often get lots of compliments when I wear this, but it's just really easy to wear. So I've put that on, got my denim jacket, which is Hobbs as well, and then this kind of greeny dress. So the kids at school, they had to wear green today for Mental Health Week. So they were wearing green, and then I turned up in my green and everyone's like, wow, you're joining in too. I managed to sort out the playgroup cupboard today, so I'm feeling like I've achieved a great deal of stuff already this morning. I've done a whole massive little shop, which took forever, and I've managed to tidy up the house. So I was just going to show you and turn this around. So this is our main kind of living space. This is where we kind of live most of the time, I would say. And when we first looked at this house, we just fell in love with this room because of the beams. The beams were very orange, so we tried to lighten them up as much as possible. And to be honest, I think they could be lightened even more, but my husband was like, no. He actually hand sanded all the beams. So he's like, no, I'm not doing that. So I was like, okay. So they're going to be this colour for a while. I'd quite like to lime wash them one day. So we love the fire. We put the wood burner in, and especially in winter, it just heats up the whole house. It's a really old house with old windows that most of them need replacing. So this is kind of the heart of the home. So normally we have the sofa moved forward and we all kind of sit around the sofa area. But what I would quite like to do is get rid of this sofa and have like an L-shaped, more cozier, comfier sofa that we can all sit on. The TV's hidden in that cabinet over there. And then we've got a really old piano over here, which is out of tune, like massively out of tune, and probably just needs to be skipped. But I got it on eBay and I was like, I'm going to have this as a feature. So my middle daughter plays the piano, so she's now noticing it sounds very different from the piano that she's used to playing on. So I was like, oh dear. And I really can sound it when I go down to my sister's. I can hear the difference, so it's quite bad. This is some of my spring flower arrangements, and then obviously I've got my beautiful table. This is La Residence, and I really want to get some chairs to kind of match. So this extends, you can see all the different leaves over there, which I need to go and put in the garage really, but it's massive. So when we have big dinner parties, we tend to put the whole thing across the room like so. So moving on through here, so this is the main living space. Oh, this arrived. I'm going to show you this to you in a minute. Don't you think the packaging is really cool? Look, it's like packaged like this, and then it's got a zip. I haven't seen anything like that, and then it's sort of toggled up like that. That's a really cool packaging. I've noticed another company doing that recently. It's probably a greater way of sending stuff. I'm not sure how economical it is, but I love it. That was my LK Bennett bag from yesterday. They gifted us some beautiful earrings and a voucher, which I'm going to go and eye up some lovely clothes. We had such a lovely afternoon. It was really nice. The team are so nice. So from Harrogate Springwater and LK Bennett, it was really nice to meet the team. And I think that's the important thing. When you're emailing people, you have no idea what they're like or who they are. And then when you get to meet these people, it's lovely. And we had great food, obviously, from the Ivy. We had lunch before, which we probably didn't need to do because the food was so good. This is the rest of the kitchen space here. This is like all the units. We tend to eat mostly here, and I never wanted to be one of those island families. But the reality is it's quicker and easier, and we're a busy household, so we do. And then if we're having Sunday lunch, we tend to all eat together there. Or now we're eating outside. I better touch some wood. So going down here, you can see just through there is my study. I don't really want to show you that because it's a mess. Let me shut the door. So we've got a secret door here that takes you through to the study, which kind of looks, once it's shut properly, like that. So this is a wall that my husband put in, and he put this fake wall up because there wasn't a wall there. So I've got my study hidden behind there. And then this is our lounge area. One of my favourite features in this room, well, actually I've got two. The ottoman is probably one of my favourite features. So the ottoman is a throw from ochre. And this was an old kind of puff ottoman, whatever you want to call it. I think ottoman means you have to open it, doesn't it? And you can't open that. So that was left here by the owners of the house that lived here before. And I was like, do you know what? We were going to tip it. And I was like, no. So I've just staple gunned it over the top. Probably not the best effort I could have made, but I love it. And a lot of people comment on it. So it's been a really lovely feature. And then the other favourite feature that I have in here is this wallpaper. And it's by a company called Pierre something. I can't remember. If you wanted to know, DM me on Instagram and I'll find it for you. It does look a bit like cats being electrocuted. Can you see that? But I love it. They do it in different colourways as well, and it's just it's so cool. I love it. When I bought it, I had a lovely wallpaper man who basically helped me work out how I could make it work, because I had one roll. It was very expensive, and ideally I would have probably liked to have done this kind of pillar thing here as well, and perhaps round the back of that so it all flowed together. But we decided it didn't really matter. I couldn't afford to do the bottom bit, and I thought the sofa's going to hide it anyway, so we just went with one roll over the top. The lampshades you can see up there as well, they are pooky, so everything really clashes in here. I'm quite a neutral person normally, very into pinks and greys and whites. I'm like very white company, and I was like, do you know what, I'm going to be a bit more daring in here. So I've gone a bit wild. I think everyone thought I was having a breakdown, and I was like, this is the wallpaper we're going to have. And then I've got these beautiful curtains which were made by a lady called Lou. So her company's called Lou's Threads. So if you're local to Yorkshire, then totally recommend her. You can go to her showroom. But if you're not, she can obviously do things from far away too. So inside I've got my Floor & Co fabric, which is on a linen, so it's a print. So you can print the stripes in any colour. I went for kind of like this greeny colour. They're very thick, heavy curtains, so they're very weighted, but that is exactly what I wanted. I've got a gorgeous pole up there, can you see? And then she's done them beautifully pleated at the top there. The fringing, the fringing is Susie Watson. They have some really lovely fringing in there. It does get very expensive, so I decided to just do this front bit here. You can see over here on here how it kind of sits. But I love it. Really, really nice. I love these curtains. And it made me realise how nice it is to have curtains made for a window that fit properly with a lovely pole, and it's made such a difference to this room. Before this, I would just buy ready-made curtains or IKEA or a bit of fabric or something, and now I really appreciate the kind of the look of the curtains and how it all fits together. So on this side we have artwork. However, it's something we want to get into more, buying really nice artwork, and something we are not very good at. We always have other places to spend our money, and it isn't a priority at all. However, it is something that we want to get into. This is the really old drinks cabinet, which has got like an old radio thing inside. It's really quite cool. But this is one of my favourite paintings. So this is a one-off piece. This is what my husband got for an anniversary for me, and it's by a lady called she was called Georgie, but her company's called Studio Britain. You can find her on Instagram, but she does the most beautiful landscapes, and you can also ask her to do one of a specific place. So let's say you have a photograph of a memory of a place where you went to, she can create something from that photograph, which I just think is lovely. She has lots that you can buy, and she also has prints. So this is actually a print of hers as well. We love that kind of artwork. These are all just cheapy prints. This one I love as well. This is a print though, but I do love that. But this is my favourite. I love the touch of pink. It just is lovely, isn't it? Then over here we've got our shelves. This is a frame TV, so you can scroll and have any of these on. My husband built this kind of fake fireplace, so inside there's no fire. It's just some logs. This is my dress for Saturday night. We are going out to a ball, so I'm just letting it hang there just so it doesn't get creased. And then I've got my shoes in my bag there. I'm just trying to organise what to wear and what underwear to wear with it. I did think that I could wear a bra with it, but because the side bits they go right up to here, I'm going to have to wear a strapless bra. And it's also quite sparkly. I feel like I'm going to look a bit like a fairy, but hopefully it will look nice. So this is for a summer ball. It's actually a masquerade ball, and my mask does not go with this. I'm hoping some people will have backup masks. On the shelves, I've got lots of things that I've collected, or my husband would say hoarded over the years, but they all have some sort of memory to me. A lot of things are my granny's that I've kind of kept, especially like over here. There's lots of like random stuff. This is a jacket which I thought I might wear with it, but that doesn't work, so no. There's some random art that's my daughter made that, but there are some really nice pieces up here that I've kind of collected over the years. So this is one of my favorite paintings ever. I love it so much. Don't really know why, I just love the light in it. It just is beautiful. So I always have this as my background. My husband occasionally will change it, and we can put photos up of the kids on there, but I really like having that there. And people that don't know frame TVs have no idea that it's a TV. So it's quite funny when you go, oh yeah, let's put something on, and they're like, what? Where's the TV? I'm like, it's hidden, it's there. So I do really recommend them. I think we got one that was in the sale. They are quite pricey. Ours is quite basic, but I think they make such a good impression on the room. I hate having a big TV out, so I think they're really great. I've just recorded another episode for my podcast, which I'm really excited about, just downloading it and saving it. So today I spoke to a lady called Gillian. She owns a company called tancream.co.uk. And we learned all about her brand and the reason why she started her brand. So she found a mole on her leg, which turned out to be skin cancer. And she was an avid user of sunbeds, used to going out in the sun without sun protection when she was younger. And she feels like I feel there was not enough education when we were younger about that. So we talked all about her diagnosis, how she felt, what the experience was like, and then she came up with an idea to make an SPF 50 with tan cream in it. So there isn't any products like this out there on the market. So there was a massive gap in the market, which was amazing. And she got together a team, some scientists, a lady to help her market it, and they came up with a formula which has never been made before, and they have created a special cream that you can use as a fake tan and an SPF. So it was a really interesting talk. So she talked about running her business, what she does day to day. I mean, it appears to me like there's a massive team there, and it turns out that it's basically her and her colleague that she does it with. And then she talks about the future of the brand. She talks more about her skin cancer, so it's actually really interesting. So I've recorded it now and saved it. I'm not really sure when it will go live. Of course I will tell you on here, but I think she's a really interesting lady to know. She does lots of charity work, and I feel like I've met her before, but I haven't actually met her ever. I think I've just spoken quite a lot online and through emails. It just felt like I knew her. But she was very easy to talk to and a really good guest to interview. So that was really good. I've just written an introduction and just sent it to her just to say, are you happy with this? Are you okay? And then I really need to go out for a walk. I did 17,000 steps yesterday when my ear pod fell off the wall in York. The wall that, if you missed this, I walked around the whole of York on the old wall. It's quite up high, and one of my ear pods, because they don't fit in my ears, fell out, rolled across the pavement, and then suddenly jumped high into the air and down onto the floor like a big, massive drop. So, yeah, it was a disaster. But I did so much exercise yesterday. My legs were aching last night, so I didn't want to take it that far.
but I do need to go for a walk, get some air. I've been stuck with my head in the computer for quite a while now, so I need to just go and just clear my head. So I'm going to do that, come back and finish editing this because it should be uploaded by then. Let's have a look. It's really good, this system I'm using. I've also created some little mini clips too, which are really cool. So I'm really pleased about that. But yeah, it was really exciting. I love interviewing people and like learning about their stories. So thank you, Gillian. Not that she'd watch this, but if she was watching this, thank you so much. And everybody else, go and look her up. I will put her link to her below so you can go and find her. And then when the episode goes live, I will let you know. I feel like I need more coffee, but it's now 3:30. I definitely don't need more coffee. I need some water and I need to go.
Before I head out, I just wanted to show you this room. So this is my little boy's room. As you can see, we've got lovely tractor curtains, which I still absolutely love. But he's like, I don't like tractors anymore. I'm like, oh. He basically wants like a football room, and I've said no. So has anyone got any inspiration for me as to what I can do in here? He's obviously got his little bed and wardrobe over this side here, and he seems to have stuck this stuff up. He's rebelling against all my cuteness. This is like, I really need to put all this away. This is his baby grove from when he was born, and then all his little things are up there. Look, he used to wear this. So cute. So I think he kind of wants to get rid of all this kind of stuff that I've just sort of put up here and then not done much with, and he wants to change around the room to make it a bit more grown up. But I just need some ideas as to what I can do here. Look, there's a glitter ball up there. What's going on there? To make this a bit nicer in here, in this space for him. Yes, so has anyone got any good ideas of how I can do a more grown-up room that's not like footballs, that looks sophisticated? I've started to look online, but I just can't find anything nice. This is my girls' room, so they've got this lovely wallpaper, but apparently it's very babyish now. I'm like, really? No, it's not. It's got this beautiful scallop that's painted all the way around the room, and then they've got a kind of bunk bed here. It's a beautiful green colour. Can you see there? It's just really, really nice. So they've got a great space here, but they want to get rid of the wallpaper, which I'm really obsessed about because I love it. So again, I'm looking for a little bit of inspiration in this room because I love the green colour. But yeah, I'm not really sure how to improve it really and just get it all a bit more grown up, basically. I think that's what they want. I also have plans to update the playroom. So this has been very much a playroom, but I recently got this sofa. Can you see here? So this was on free ads. I've never used free ads before. Excuse all the random toys on there. And it was, I got it for 100 quid. So it's a dual sofa, but it's kind of, I think it's like DFS, so it was like £1,500 new, and they've got it online now, but I was determined to search to find something a bit cheaper, so I found this for £100, and then I used the company called Shipley, which I know I've spoken about on here before, and I got them to deliver it. It was actually in Wales, so it was a bit of a mission to get here, but it has arrived. So we've got this as kind of our colour theme scheme in here, and we're going to make this into more of a kind of snug space. So I've just had some quotes to build some cupboards and build this into an inbuilt space to get rid of all these IKEA boxes, which I cannot stand, and hide them all in cupboards and just have the TV out. We've obviously got desks like this here. The children, or the girls I should say, really do like to do lots of crafting and things like that, so I kind of want to keep their spaces, but I want to have at this end of the room a lot more grown-up space that's kind of more TV gaming kind of area room. And so I'm thinking about colours and trying to perhaps do it darker. So a bit like this wall on the back here, we've just played around with the colour. We had a bit of paint that was left over, and we thought if we created a kind of more darker cinema wintry space, it could work really well in this room. It's got no windows. It's got windows behind me and then to the side, but there's no windows all the way up there. So it's a really strange room, but it lends itself perfectly to a kind of cinema snug room. So if anyone's got any inspiration on that, this room as well, I would love to have that. Thank you. So I've just been sorting out my dinner and wanted to show you what I was having in case it can give you some inspiration. So here, in fact, I'd quite like to put a bit of bacon in that, but I'm not organised enough to do that. I've got pear, goat's cheese, walnuts, a load of salad leaves, and then I've made a dressing, which is mustard, French mustard. Is it French mustard? No, it's not. It's whole grain mustard. What's going wrong with it? Whole grain mustard, olive oil, and a little bit of honey. And I would have put some lemon juice in if I don't remember to do that. Whisked it all together and I've just poured it on. So really basic, easy salad, but I love all the flavours that there are there. And then over here I've got a burrata, tomato, a bit of avocado, basil. I bought some basil today when I was in Lidl. It just smells amazing. I was going to put you in there to smell, but that won't work obviously. It smells so good. I literally love the smell of basil. So I'm going to try and keep this alive. Obviously that won't survive more than a week, I don't think. But it was on offer, so I just got this instead of getting the stalks, which don't last as long. So I'm going to be having lots of tomato salads. I've also got a coleslaw in the fridge, which I'm going to have with this as well. It's really quite boring, but my husband's out with work and I'm really not fussed about eating meat at the moment. I'm really into kind of this kind of eating and these flavours, and I just don't want to eat meat. I'm really not fussed about chicken or beef or anything. Fish, I don't mind as much, but I'm really not bothered by it. So anyway, that was just some ideas for you for spring salads. Really, really simple, but it's quite easy to just throw it together and get those flavours that remind you of summer. Look at all these bananas. I don't know why I bought so many bananas. Like, why did I do that? And they're all not ripe, so you can't actually eat them now. So I don't really know why I did that. I did see something the other day about mixing bananas when they were frozen with mixing them all together and making some sort of ice cream. I thought that sounds good. I'll never get my act together to do it, but that would be a nice idea to do this, or make some banana bread when they go really mouldy, or old, I mean. Good morning. So I'm on the Peloton. I'm clearly not doing with sugar. I should be up with my resistance. Oh, that's too high. Take it down. In fact, I'm just going to go to the minimum because I love this a lot. She's far too enthusiastic, isn't she? Look, what's she doing? If I do that, I might fall off this thing. So the poor people in the background do look like they are going for it, and it is hard. So that makes me feel slightly better because I look nothing like her this morning. I am on the Peloton. I have got some friends coming over for brunch this morning. So I'm going to be making a healthy brunch. I've decided to do I was going to sit outside, but it's actually raining. What a surprise here in Yorkshire. So scrap that plans, and we are going to have lots of basically fruits, nuts, berries, yogurt, and a healthy brunch with lots of coffee, basically. So this afternoon I'm heading to Harrogate. I've been invited to the new Accessorize shop. So there used to be Monsoon and Accessorize at the back, and they've changed it completely now. So it is just Accessorize. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I've got brunch this morning, then that, then rushing around like a lunatic trying to find all my children. But, oh look, I've nearly finished this. Thank God for that. Oh my gosh, it's so hard this. I'm going to do some arms, and that's what the bit I like. I'm doing arms and the legs after this. Get those done, and then get ready for my friends arriving. Good afternoon, I've just arrived in Harrogate. So I'm just walking to go and find the accessory shop, which I think is where it was before, where it was Monsoon and Accessories. But I didn't actually look at the invite properly, so that wasn't very good. I'm hoping it's just going to be there, so I will take you around when I go in and show you what it's like. I had a lovely morning. I laughed lots and lots. We had lots of fun, so it was really nice. Anyway, let me turn you around. Good morning and happy Saturday. I'm off out. Oh, I need to do earrings. I always forget my earrings. I'll just go and pop some in, but I'm literally running out the door. I'm going to lots of kids' parties today. And then later on I have a ball to go to where I will be wearing this dress. So let's hope I can get in it. I'm slightly worried about getting in it and what it's actually going to look like. But anyway, that's rather exciting. So today I've got on this denim jacket. It's the first time I've actually worn it. So it's a lighter colour than the I normally wear. It's a Hobbs one. It's in at the moment. This is a size 12. I can just about do it up over my bust, but I'll probably just leave it open. It's a nice, I love their denim jackets. I've had quite a few of them. They're really nice quality. So if you're looking to invest, then I totally recommend. Underneath, I've got on this phase 8 dress, which is quite short. And look, it's really crumpled as well. That's not a good look. I've put it on, sorry, with these. So these are espadrilles. They are from phase 8. They are last season, but I'm sure they'll have something similar this season. They're a really lovely sort of raspberry pink colour. Very, very comfortable and not too high. I'm feeling a bit summery, to be honest, and the weather is not looking good, but apparently the sunshine is going to come out later. And then I have this bag. So this is Osprey. I love this bag, and I just found it in my summer stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really love it. It's just such a versatile bag. You can throw everything in it, and I think it's had plenty of water leaks and things like that in it, and it's still surviving. But it's really lovely. It goes with everything. It's just a really nice summer bucket tea type bag. So I'm going to take that with me, and then I better head off. Yes, so this afternoon I'm going to try and get some steps in and then get ready for this ball. It should be really nice. We're having drinks outside first, and then we've got a full like 3-course dinner and a band, and so it should be really nice. I'm just hoping the dress, it's going to be all right. Recently there's been a lady, I can't remember what she's called, some sort of celebrity who wore a similar dress to this, but obviously it was just this and then her skims underneath. So it was all sparkly. She looked amazing. And obviously this kind of dress is in fashion, I would hope. But mine, obviously, I'm not going to wear skims just underneath it. It's got a full kind of lining and a big full skirt. So I should be okay. I don't think you could catch me wearing anything like that. Maybe when I was much younger, but definitely not now. Anyway, I'm hoping this dress will be all right. Let's hope so. Can you hear my husband chuckling away? This is the first day he's had off, I'm not joking, since probably the summer. He normally works every Saturday as well as the whole week, and this is the first Saturday he's had off. So he had a lie-in. I let him have a lie-in. I've sorted out all the kids, done all my bits, and he woke up I think at like 9:30. I was like, oh, look at you. And now he's chuckling away to that stupid quiz program. He loves it, you know, where they do those stupid challenges in this weird house. He loves that. So he's sitting away chuckling to that. I'm off to do all my errands now. I am very excited. Look at this. My Wisteria has decided to pop out. Oh look, there's a ladybird on there. I literally have one little bit of purple. I think there's one coming up. Oh no, it's just leaves. Or maybe some more coming up there. This Wisteria has not done very well at all. I wasn't very good at pruning it over winter. I was a bit scared, and I think you're supposed to like hack it right back, a bit like my rose bush, which I did hack back and is doing amazingly. So I need to show you that. The other wisteria down this end here is not doing as well at all. No flowers on there, so a bit upset about that. I think I need to get really good at pruning it in winter, because I'd love to have purple going all the way along here. That would be the dream. And I think the problem is, because they're in pots, they just need to be in the ground really, and that is what they don't like. I mean, it's good they're still going, isn't it? Just out for our walk. Everywhere is looking very green, isn't it? I'm joined by Matilda today. You gonna say hi?
Hi.
Hi. And we are heading down to the river for a long river walk. We've just baked some banana bread, So we're hoping we can have a piece when we get back. Should we do that? And a nice cup of tea. And then I need to get ready for going out tonight. I might need your help, Matilda. Before I put my dress on, I'm just trying to sort my hair out. I don't quite know what's going on. It's gone really kind of frizzy. Oh, we'll just ignore that for a minute. I've put on it's called Pretty You London. So this is the nightie. I've got it on with a strapless bra because I'm going to go out. Obviously, if I was wearing it actually, I would not have a strapless bra on underneath. It is really soft. It's lovely. So this is the dressing gown that goes with it. I'm just going to take a few photos while I can and then get ready in this dress. I'm hoping it fits. I'm really worried if it doesn't fit. I don't know what we're going to do. I like the sleeves on it. Just the right length. Very, very comfy. It's really nice. Beautiful colour, isn't it? Good evening. Can you see there, Clifton up in the distance? That's the clock tower. I've arrived. I'm down south and I am going to Chelsea Flower Show tomorrow. So watch next week's vlog to see what I get up to. I'm very excited. I've been last year and quite a few years now in a row, and it's one of my favourite things to do. If you haven't been to Chelsea, then you need to get yourself a ticket and go because it's so good. Tomorrow I'm going with a press pass. I've been invited by RHS to go and create some content for them. So I'm really excited because it is just amazing, and apparently it's going to be sunny too. So follow along next week if you want to see me at Chelsea on a Monday. I will be there. For now though, I'm going to say goodnight. I've had a train nightmare tonight. I was delayed. It took about 3 hours to get from Yorkshire. But anyway, I'm here now. I'm very excited. I've just seen my parents, which was lovely. I managed to catch up with them and just had a really lovely evening. So I'm going to go and try and get an early night tonight, ready for my big day tomorrow. I am feeling a bit hungover from yesterday. We had a great time at the ball and the dress, luckily, was a huge success. So over and out now till next